Hello everybody. It is 12:20 a.m. Monday morning and I'm just getting finished with a shipment here that is going to Amazon tomorrow morning. So flip this around right here. Hey Corey. Right here you can see what I've got going on. Some different shipments going out. Another one right there. Oh, I see Sean's watching. Don't critique me, buddy. And I'm going to go over my numbers here. I've done this a couple times before, and some have really liked what I did to kind of give them a perspective. What I've done is I've listed all of my items. I have here the quantity of how many I have. I have here the rank for each one, a description of the product, my total cost for the quantity, and total Amazon retail. And then my numbers down here, my total cost minus fees coming out to the profit. I put a total of 8 hours into this, and this was today. This included sourcing, getting the product, driving, listing, packaging, labeling, including everything. 8 hours today total, which comes to $52.64 an hour, which if you multiply that by a year, it's $109,000 a year. Now that's, of course, obviously that's somebody doing this full time. You can see here that on my dining room wall, these are my goals right here for Amazon to reach 15,000 monthly inventory fees, and then that gives me a 5,000 a month income. You can see that's my goal, which I think roughly it's about $180,000 a year in sales, and that's when I started my journey here. But I'm going to go over a couple things and show some examples of products like this. You can see a couple here where we've got a doodle board cost Amazon retail. We've got a shadow, where is it? The jewelry box, $23.94, and right there is the total retail. And here's my chart that I use to give me an idea of percentage, meaning the sales rank. Sales rank is extremely important. That's why I have all these numbers down here on the side, the sales rank. Okay, I'm going to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. All right, I'm going to go with this product right here, jewelry box. Now I picked this up today for $3.99 is what I picked it up for. I got 6. I actually had the store manager, I had 12 of these in my cart, and I had the store manager limit me to 6. She knew what I was doing because of everything I had in my cart. She knew I was doing retail arbitrage. She didn't say anything about it. She just said, "Sir, I'm going to have to limit you to 6 on these products." I said, "That's fine, that's fine." She said, "My manager saw what you were doing. She saw me scanning items and said, limit that gentleman to 6 items, 6, per item." So I said, "That's fine, that's cool." So I didn't mind. And then she was nice enough to say to me on the way out, she said, "Listen," she goes, "I was just going by what my manager told me. If you come back in an hour, you can buy the rest." I mean, I literally wanted to clear the shelf out. But this is the jewelry box right here. And you can see the rank on this on Amazon is 37,000. Now, rank can go anywhere from number 1, meaning the best-selling product on Amazon, and it can go as high as into the millions. And I'm very, very specific with rank. I play a big part into rank. The lower that number, the more that number is closer to 1, the faster your product is going to sell. Now, there's the jewelry box. That's my total cost for the 6 jewelry boxes, and that's my Amazon retail. You can see here that this is in the top less than 1% of product that Amazon sells in this category. This is considered, this here is Amazon's rank chart. These are all their categories. And this jewelry box is listed in, come on, focus there. It's listed in toys and games. Okay. Now, where are we at here? Toys and games. There we go, focus. Right now, Amazon has roughly 5,700,000 products in toys and games. You can see here, top 1%. I don't know why it's not focusing. Top 1%, top 3%, top 5%, top 10%. So, remember, the jewelry box is ranked at 37,000. The top 1% is 57,000. So when I'm looking at ranking, if I see something in the toys and games that is ranked 57% or lower, I know I'm in the top 1%. My rule of thumb is I try to stay under about 200,000 because that puts me in the top 3%. Right there, 173,000 is the top 3%. So you can see with my products, I started putting down top 2%, top 2%, top 6%, top 4%. And again, there are the rankings. Now, normally I do books, and I try to do books at a ranking of 1 million and under. I've been very successful with books, but Christmas is around the corner, and this is my first Christmas going all out. Last Christmas, I really didn't understand how the whole system worked, and I had a sales roughly about $1,000 last December. So this year I'm going all out. I'm spending the cash, and I'm gonna try to hit, you know, at least 4,000 or 5,000 for December. That's my goal. So let's see what else here. I've got, let me show you a couple things here that Amazon requires. This is an idea, or not an idea, this is an example of a doodle board set that I bought. And you can see that this has openings like this. Anything that has openings needs to have a poly bag, just like this. I get poly bags. They have the suffocation warning labels on them. That is a must. You must either have the suffocation warning label printed on the bag, and you can buy these from Amazon, off of Amazon, or you have to have a warning label. Let me get one here to show you. Let's see. Where do I have? Here's an example of a warning label. This is something that I just printed right off of 30-up labels. And that is something that you need to have if you do not have bags, the poly bags just like this, that have the suffocation warning labels on them. Okay. Now, this is open. I think Amazon requires anything that has an opening of 1 inch or more needs to have poly bags. This is a little kid's bag. That's my Amazon label right there that I printed out. This obviously is not in a box or anything, so this needs a bag, just like the others needed a bag. Boxes like this that are fully covered do not need any kind of bag, and you put your Amazon label right over the existing UPC barcode. You don't want to have the UPC barcode of the manufacturer's product on there. Couple books that I got. Now, I've watched a lot of videos of resellers that sell books, and they say that they never polybag the book. And I know that they mostly sell used books, but roughly about 90% of the books that I sell are all brand new. And I want them to be crisp and clean. I want my customer to get them clean. I mean, I've been in retail. Oh man, I've been in retail construction for 27 years, and I know what it means for the customer to get something nice, crisp, and clean, because that's what they're paying for. So, brand new book, I don't care if I'm selling it for $10, $12, I still put it in a poly bag, and Amazon wants to be able to read your label there. Another example of a product that I poly bagged was this Hello Kitty sketchbook, and I poly bagged it because it has these little crayons or markers here that just, flip open. And that's something that Amazon does not want to be, messing around with. So even though there's a little clear band on here that keeps everything together, I still poly bagged it. For me, when in doubt, I poly bag it. Let's see what else I got here. Some other items that I got is this harmonica. Some more bags. Now you'll notice that I've got 3 different boxes here. Excuse my video, guys. I'm not the best at doing the video. And that's because Amazon wants certain products to go to certain warehouses. So I've got a couple of those jewelry boxes in here. I've got these kits. I've got just one of the books, one of the Hello Kitties. I've got one puzzle, one harmonica, and one bag that are all going to, where are they going to? Brownsville, which is real close to me. And the shipping for this, what was the shipping for this? Shipping for this box was $4.99 UPS. Amazon has a partnership with UPS where shipping is very, very reasonable. All these products here that I have, and these products here actually came out of that big box, are all going to Hazleton, PA, which is pretty cool because a couple months ago, a lot of my stuff was being shipped to Tennessee and Timbuktu and everything, and shipping was more. This box here, this is actually my box number 2 that's going to Hazleton right there. And in here, I've got some toys. See, this is the problem when you've got 3 kids at home, especially a 15-month-old. You bring home stuff like this that you've only picked up for, I think this was $3, and they want to play with it. And whenever I buy material or whenever I buy these items, they are not these are not toys to me. That is not a book to me. This is inventory. This is money being spent for inventory. Some more of the doodle sets there. So I've got a bunch of items that I've bought since I started this a year ago that ended up not going into Amazon FBA because the wife took them or they were used for gifts or something like that. Some other products I got here. Right here, some puzzles. And what else do we got here? This. This puzzle right here. It's 12 puzzles in one box. And I picked this up for, I think it was about, oh, well, let me look. Let's see here. What was it? The 12 puzzle. I got 3 of them for $15. So $5 each. Okay. And when I scanned this on my phone when I was at the store, I saw that it was going for about $29 or so. Now, when I scanned this into Amazon to put it into their inventory, I went back 12 months and I looked at what it sold for last Christmas. It was up near 60 bucks. This thing was selling for $60 last year Christmas time. So, some of this stuff is just outrageous. What do you got here? Mega Blocks. This stuff here, puzzles, especially with Dora. I know that my daughter watches Dora a lot. Go very well, very quickly. The Big Farm puzzles, believe it or not, I sell these very, very fast. A lot of them have very low ranks. Decoupage jewelry kits. Kids love this kind of stuff. And they go pretty quick. Right here, Discovery Kids. A lot of building. It's Christmas time, guys. This kind of stuff sells and flies off the shelves because this is considered a learning tool. That's considered learning tools. Anything for kids that is going to help them learn is going to, the parents are they're gonna suck it up. They're gonna buy it. Now, here's the setup, and this is something I just pull out in the corner of my dining room. I got my laptop. I've got my scanner, and you can see it's got the red line right there. My dyno printer that I use to print labels, and a regular home printer which I use to print the regular labels. And that's about it. I've got my poly bags. I've got some different tools here. Rubbing alcohol, Goo Gone, and lighter fluid, believe it or not. These are my 3 tools that I use to take labels off the products. The last thing you want is one of your products being sold and your customer gets it and it's got like a Walmart sticker on it for $10 and they bought it from you for $25. Man, you're gonna get a really pissed off customer. Let's see what else here. Let's see. Let's go. All right. Now, I'm not one of the, guys that is just killing this, but I'm learning and I'm going along as I can. You can see here one of my last payouts, $172, which was sent to me, and right now I've got $158 that will be sent out to me within the next week or so. And right now, my numbers, $723 for the last 30 days. So I'm still learning. When I first started, I was getting things that were high ranked because profit was there and they didn't sell very quick and I had to have things returned to me. But right now I'm averaging about $1,000 a month, building it up, slowly but surely. Let's see what else here. See. John asks, are you buying your items on clearance for resale? A lot of my items are clearance. But there are some stores, some outlet stores in my area in the Northeast that I feel lucky to have. These products are just, I don't know if they're overstocks or if they're sold for this particular store. But I go right for the clearance stuff first, and then if once I go through that, like at Walmart, then I'll go into the regular things. I sell a lot of appliances like mixers and whatnot that are off the shelf, normal regular price, right off the shelf. Let's see here. I wanted to give you an idea of how I list a product. Okay, now what I did, and I'm going to do this for one item. What I did here was I went to right here. I went to inventory, and I went to add a product, And I always skip this. So right now I'm at the add a product page, and I click on there. Now I picked up right here. I picked this up at Goodwill, and I paid $2.97, and you can see it's brand new. There's the little tag right there, or the zip tie. So what I do is I look for the barcode. It's right there, and you can see right there it scanned it, and it found the product. So right there. So right here I see there's only one of one, which is cool. Whenever you use a scanner, you find the product more precisely. If you just type in the UPC numbers, or if you type in party growl and the title, you're going to get a lot more than probably just the one choice. But right here, obviously I click on sell yours, and this takes you to the page here. Now you can see here the list price is $29.99, keeping in mind we paid $3, and there are 8 sellers selling it new, starting at $21.88. The rank is 555,000. So what I want to do real quick, and this is something you usually do beforehand, is I'm going to go back because I want to click on my product detail page. Here's that product right here. This seller has 2 left in stock. I'm going to page down, and you can see here what it's video is not the best, sorry guys. You can see here what it sold, what it was listed for and selling for during that time. And then here October 1st dropped down to 21. You can do, you can check, you can go back now, you can see all 1,291 days. That means that this product has been at Amazon, or been selling on Amazon for that long of a time. But I like to scroll down because something that I want to see is actually at the bottom. Let's see here. Here we go. This is the rank. Your best sellers rank, 555,000 in toys and games. So if you remember here, toys and games, 576,000 is 10%, the top 10%. So that's perfectly fine for me. I normally like to stay around the 5% mark, 300,000 or less. But since this has a very good ROI at only paying $2.97 for it, I'm gonna list it. So going back up, and I'm gonna go back to my ad here. Okay, now I always click on advanced view right here because that gives me a condition note, and I always like to put my notes in there. So I have pre-done notes like this one here. It's new, brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged, ready for shipping out the door from Amazon. I'll copy that, and then I'll go back and I'll put that right in here in the condition notes right there. This item is new. Now, SKU numbers. A lot of people leave this blank, and I don't think it's a very good idea, because this is one way that when I sell a product and I get an email or I check my app on my phone, I can get all the information that I will need about this product within my seller SKU. Okay, the SKU cannot be seen by the customer. So what do I put in here? I put in GW for Goodwill. I put in the date that I am listing the product. Okay. Then I put in my cost, which was $2.97. And then I put in the rank, 555K. Now, when I sell this and say it sells for 20 bucks, when I get a notification that it sells, or I check my app that it sells, I look at the SKU number and I know where I got it from, when I listed it, what I paid for it, and the rank. I look at that because that tells me, if I can go back and get more, if this is a replenishable item, meaning if these things fly off the shelf and I want to get more, can I go back to that store and get more? Unfortunately, with Goodwill, that's not going to happen. But things like the jewelry box or the cookie maker, they can be replenishable items. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to sell this for. Okay, so I'm going to come down here to 8 new. Okay, now you're going to see when your page comes up, you're going to want to scroll down and you want to click on Prime right there. That is going to bring up the items that are at Amazon, meaning I'm shipping in all my inventory to Amazon, okay? Amazon FBA is what the program is called. It stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So I send in my inventory to Amazon, and when it sells, Amazon fulfills the order and ships the product. Wherever you see that little Prime logo next to it, that is one where the product is already at Amazon. And the millions and millions and millions of Amazon account holders that have the Prime membership, they get their free shipping and everything. They will many times, almost every time, pay more for a product coming from me that I have sitting in Amazon than they will for a product sitting, say, in my garage that I have to ship out myself and get to the customer. Now, why would I pay the shipping charges? Why would I pay sometimes storage fees to do all this? The biggest reason is I don't want, right now I have about 1,000 items sitting in Amazon that I don't have sitting in my garage. And two, Amazon takes care of all the returns. They take care of the customer service. They take care of all that stuff. So I don't have to worry about it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through and see what the product, what this item is being sold for right now. $22, $25, $29, $35, $40, and that's the list. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up here. I like to fall somewhere in the middle. Now the rank is pretty decent. I know that Christmas is coming up. I know that this is not really a Christmas kind of item, but it's beads, and I know that people use beads for all occasions, including birthdays and stuff like that. So I'm anticipating that this might do, pretty good for Christmas. What you don't want to do is you don't want to participate in what is called the race to the bottom. You don't want to see this is $28.89, this is $21.89, this is $21.88, and then you come in at $21.87 or $21.86 because that just drives the price down. Right between the 22 and the 25, I'm going to list this at $24.99. Now, something else I look at is the experience of the other sellers. This guy right here, TNT Sales, has a rating of 536. That's his feedback. Okay, so not everybody leaves feedback on every single product. So he's got 536. So he's probably sold at least 5,000 or so items. This one here has only 94. This one down here has 62. This one down here has 5. Let me scroll down here. Alright, now let me show you what I learned in the beginning, and inexperience shows you, is that the guy who was $40, extremely high, has only a 10 rating. That gentleman there at $35 has a 10 rating. So when I'm looking at this, I want to see the most experienced guy is that one right there, the 536. And where is he at? He's at 2189. So I want to fall somewhere right around where he is, because he's got the experience to have a good idea of what to sell this for. You know, but with Christmas coming up, I'm going to put this at $24.99. So I can actually close out this window. It'll take me back to the seller window. So, and right here, 24.99. Okay. Now, all this other information, you don't need to fill in when you're able to scan the UPC. Down here at the bottom, I want Amazon to ship and provide the customer service. That's the option I choose, is number 2. The top one, I want to ship this item myself to my customer if it sells. The only time that I click that button is if Amazon will not allow me to send in my product to them. Meaning there might be something hazmat about it. There was a fingernail polish kit that I listed about 6 months ago. That sold pretty quick, but I was not allowed to send it into Amazon because they said it was hazmat. So, which I understood, you know, a lot of things liquid, you got to be really careful with. You might not be able to send in. So, I clicked this button, and when I clicked Save and Finish, within 15 minutes, my listing was on Amazon Live. And I just, you know, put a little post-it note on that product. I put it in my garage, and when it sold, I shipped it off. And Amazon does give you money to pay for shipping. So, I'm going to click on Save. Now, choose barcode type. Okay. You'll see here, you're going to have an option. Amazon barcode or the manufacturer barcode. Before, you would always use your Amazon barcode that you would print out. Amazon now is giving you an option to use the manufacturer's barcode. When is it a good idea to use the manufacturer's barcode? Well, if you have a product like this, you can use the manufacturer's barcode. If you have products like this, you can use manufacturer's barcode. When do I like to use my own, the focus in there. I like to use the Amazon barcode for everything. But because I do a lot of books, and because I polybag my book, I put a sticker on it. Now, reason being, I'm not the only one selling this book. So if I just use the regular UPC barcode, which is underneath mine, and I didn't use my own label, and in my description I have written down that this book is polybagged, and the customer purchases it, but because it just has a regular barcode and not mine, wherever that person lives and wherever the closest Amazon warehouse is that has this product, that'll be the product that he gets from that warehouse, which means it won't necessarily be my physical book. So they're going to get a book that probably will not be polybagged. And in my description, I have that I polybagged the book. So that's going to tick off a customer, possibly, and could give you negative feedback. So that is why I always do the regular barcode. I do it for everything, actually. I would just rather do it, like that, because my product, it's like your signature. It's on the product. So, Nick says never, never, never. What are you never to, Rick? Nick, what did you know? Since I'm still learning here, so I'm always willing to learn. So I'm gonna click on the Amazon barcode. I'm gonna click on save. Okay, now I'm not gonna go through every single step here, because God knows how long this video is already. You've got some, oh, never commingle. Yeah. The next screen, you have a couple decisions to make. Now, since this is the first item in the shipment, you're creating a new shipping plan. Okay. And right here, I'm always using individual products. Now that depends here, but I believe 99% will be using individual products. And then click on continue. Now, this brings you to the next page where it shows your SKU, shows your product, and then right down here, you have to put in your quantity. Now I have 1. Okay. Now, most people that have just a regular standard printer like this, and not the Dymo printer, will just click on continue and print out all labels on their sheet that has the 30 stickers to it. But I like to do something a little different, and what I do here is I'm copying my SKU, and you're going to see why. I'm going to click on continue. That takes me to the next screen. I go up here. Where are we at there? I click on scan and label. That brings me to this page right here. I'm going to put my SKU in there, and I'm going to hit enter. There's the product. Okay. Now I want to print label, and you're going to see the label is on a sheet of paper. That's because I was printing out my bigger slips. I want to choose the Dymo. I'm going to go down here to more settings, and the labels that I use are where is it here? I'll find it. 30334. Now you can see that's the sticker, but you can see that it looks like it's 2. So what you do is you can come down here, the default, click on minimum, and then it puts it all on one sticker. Okay. Now I'm going to click on print and watch the magic happen. Oh, there it is. So, let's see here. We'll do this one-handed. All right. Peeling the label off. Okay, so we've got our label. Coming over to the product, and this is all that you do. Like, see there, see, manufacturer cost 24. So right there. Now this item is done. Obviously, I want to take off my sticker, and I'll do that beforehand because I need to write it down like I did here to keep track of it. So I'm not going to list another one, but I'll show you another product that I got. Goodwill, $7. It's going for $45. It is a Polaroid camera right here in excellent condition. Model 1600 Polaroid. Believe it or not, these things brand new are going for a good $100+. And I found this one at the Goodwill used that I'll be able to sell for about 40 to 45. So, which is awesome. The other products here, you see, I label everything. So, the scale that I use right here. This is my scale. This is a shipping scale. This only goes up to 100 pounds. It doesn't go any higher than that. So when you're putting your boxes on here, this is a type of scale that you'd use. I got this for like $30 at the local Country Junction. These boxes, when you use them, cannot weigh more than 50 pounds. You've got to keep them under 40 or under 50 pounds. Let's see which one. 18-inch by 18-inch by 24. I get these at Walmart for about $1.30. And the other one I buy the most of, let's see what this is. Alright, here we go. The 14 by 14 by 14, these are about roughly about $1 at Walmart. So, but you know, you can see the setup right here in the dining room. So after I get done with this video, I'll end up packing all this stuff up. I'll put the labels, the shipping labels on. Tomorrow morning, put them in my car, stop by UPS, and drop them off. So the shipping or the shipping labels, when you do them, they're done. And when the product hits Amazon is when they deduct the money from your Amazon account. So, but that's about it. I wanted to make this video. I've actually had two friends of mine contact me over the last week that are within my company wanting to meet with me to find out how this all works. And this all started because of my networking company that I joined up with in March 2012, and I was able to earn money and then last year take the profit, some profit that I got from my company. There we are. And I started to see some people doing this on Facebook with the Amazon, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna take some of my profit that I have from my network marketing company, and turn that and see if I can turn it into even more profit. So my goal most of the time is to triple my cost. So not always easy. I like to shoot for I actually have a lot of ROI, over 100%. I think it's because I'm very picky with the products that I choose. Maybe that's why right now I'm only at $1,000 a month selling, is because I'm maybe a little too picky. I mean, I'm allowed 5,000 items at Amazon, but I only have about a little over 1,000 there now. So, but still learning. It's a learning process and everything. People that are on my what I call my stream team, Team Nitro, I actually show them when they get their first check, if they're interested, how to take that bonus and use that to start an Amazon business. I mean, you can start an Amazon business. Oh God, I mean, $200-300. You can send some stuff in. Ideally, if you had about 500 to work with, that'd be great. But you can start with a couple $100, and just go out and get some product, and watch YouTube videos on how to source. That's what I did, and I probably watched the videos for about maybe 4 or 5 months before I even bought my first product. Places you can go to source or buy product, or it's also called retail arbitrage. You can go to your Goodwill, Salvation Army. You can go to Walmart, Target, discount stores. There's a store in my area in the Northeast called Odd Lots. pretty much anywhere you can go. You know, there's a lot of restrictions to product that you can sell when you're scanning with your Amazon seller app on your phone. If you're restricted for something, it'll come up restricted. I just got ungated for shoes and jewelry and things like that. I bought some sneakers before the more bigger restriction went into effect. I had some Nike sneakers that I was selling, some sandals that were selling pretty good, and whatnot. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, but I just wanted to make this video to show, you know, some of the ins and outs and some of the ways that you can make some extra income. Now, I don't get anything, you know, from this. You know, it's more just to help out a lot of my friends and the people that have been contacting me saying, "How do you do this? How do you do this? What are you doing?" And I thought, you know what? Since I'm doing this listing now for this one, I figured I would just make a video and show everything. But you know, if you're watching this, you're probably already a Facebook friend. You know, you can always hit me up, message me, or whatnot if you have any questions and whatnot. And other than that, that's about it. And I hope you guys have a good night. It is, what time is it? 1:05 in the morning. And I gotta get some sleep. I gotta go to work in a couple hours. So, all right, guys. I hope you had a good night, and hopefully you got some sort of value from this. And have a good night. See ya.